пише обаче. Няма да се не представя. Аз както съм и бос. В момента се намирам в Дарави, най-бедният квартал на Мумбай и най-голямото гето в Индия. Трето света след тези в Мексико и Пакистан. На тези 2 квадратни километра официално живеят малко над половин милион човека, а неофициално има още недокументиран милион. Това прави Дарави едно от най-гъсто населените места в целия свят. Средно по човек и малко на квадратен метър.
Колко е сладичка?
Father, mother and the kids.
С това видео искам да споделя своите акценти на обиколката ми на гетото. Какви условия работят хората? Какво всъщност означава Made in India? Къде живеят? И как изглеждат училищата? Преди да започна, искам да ви помоля да не изразявате омразни отношения в коментарите. За някои от нас това може да е отвращаваща мизерия, но за тези хора това е реалност, с която се сблъскват всекидневно. Така че както момичето израснало там, ме уважи и им позволи да снимам, ви моля и вие да покажете уважение. Също така, нека това видео служи като напомнене да сме благодарни, че сме се родили в България. Вярно е, че си имаме проблемите, но те нямат нищо общо с тези, които ще видите след малко. Та без повече приказки, пожелавам ви обогатяващо и отварящо очите гледане. Тя обаче трябва да се престраши. За тези от вас, които не ме познават, казвам се Макс и чрез пътуванията си се стреми да разкажа за различните култури по света. В скоро време доста навлязох в американската, тъй като съм ученик тук в САЩ. Но въпреки международния си живот, съм запазил българското в себе си и се опитам да го разгърна както на личностно ниво, така и в този канал. Така че ако са ви интересни чуждите страни и какво може да взаимстваме от тях, на правилното място сте.
Can you guess which is the first biggest slum of the world?
Mexico City.
That's the second one.
Which one?
So which one is this one? Third one.
Third one.
Third one. And the biggest one?
Compton.
Maybe it's in India again.
Not in India.
So
India
Mexico
there
is second.
Mexico is second.
First, Brazil.
No.
In Kenya? Nigeria?
No.
No.
Where?
In Pakistan.
Това означава, че на квадратен метър живее по един човек. Толкова гъсто населено е това място. Половината от тези хора нямат лична карта или начин за идентификация. Така че официално са 1 милион човек, неофициално са 2 милиона. Бронирани са колите полицейски. Да, това гето само вода трябва да се пие бутилирана. В никакъв случай от чешмат. Е цяло в Индия. Въобще не се пие вода от чешмат.
So 30% area of the slum is given for the commercial area, where we can see the many of the activities is going on for the recycling of the factory, for the plastics, and 70% area they are given for the residential, where the people are living there. We have hospitals, schools, everything is there inside the slum. So actually Dharavi we considered as a one more city inside the Mumbai city. В този малко по-дълъг от обичайния видеодневник напълно ще се потопим в индийската бедност. Без да изваждам собствени изводи, само ще ви призова да обърнете внимание на начина на живот на хората и да се замислите откъде произлиза. Жокер, липса на образование. So guys, actually now we are in the commercial area, and from here you can see many of the recycling of the plastics are going on. So for the recycling, we have a 5 process here which is done in Dharavi. Sorting, cutting, crushing, washing, and the drying process is done in Dharavi. And one more process is there, 6th one, which is melting for the plastics, which is not done here in Dharavi. Because it's very toxic for the workers here. So that's the reason all the plastics will go for the jungle where they have a big factory, and after the quality checks, again the plastic will go for the certain different companies where they will use that recycled plastics again for the products.
Strani to the skyline.
So
тук
these
се
people,
правят.
as I told you, there are the many migrants who were shifted from the different cities here. So these are the workers who are working here and they are staying in the same place here.
Като чуете Made in India или Made in China, това си има в предвид.
And the salaries are fixed here.
Продават го за 10 стотинки една чанта, пък след това самата чанта компанията е 150 лева.
And if they want to be shocked, they will just it's not like that for the
So you were born here and you've lived here.
Yes, I was born here and living in Dharavi. I know the people and everything is there inside the slum, so we don't have to go very much far away.
Very convenient.
Yeah, so it's better to live here.
Чули, тя живее тук и искала да живее.
Да, чувам.
А чули заплатите?
Колко не?
Yeah.
Значи тук като започнеш, между 15, стартинг е 15, максимум е 20 хиляди на месец.
20 хиляди.
Максимум. А в града, ако си, е от 8 до 15. Вземаш си чистачка, вземаш 8, си чистачка и готвачка, вземаш 15.
Here's how long is it? So, and where did you come from originally?
Originally, my house is from North India, but I have born here. My parents are from that side.
Oh, okay.
Can you guess what these people are making here?
Let me see, I'll guess.
Okay. Do guess what these people are making here?
Is that brick or something?
No, it's something to eat.
No?
No?
That's right.
Soap. Wow.
Soap. Otherwise, I should tell you it's a chocolate. Back then, the people they used to make the soap with the animal waste, the waste of the animals, the fat of the animals and like that. And the people actually who are vegetarian, they are specifically vegetarian because of the religion. And for them, it was not good. So because of that, they have decided to make the soap with the waste of the vegetables.
With the what is the
Vegetables. And these soaps are only used for the dishwashing, not for the clothing, not for the bathing, only for the dishwashing.
But they are distributed globally or only in India? Where are they distributed?
All in India, and these are the locals you will get in any of the local shop. We don't have a brand in this.
Okay.
So these people again, these are the workers. So these people they will cut all the bar into the small pieces. Like they can't bhaiya. Like this small bar, they will cut it, and this bar will cost you around 5 to 10 rupees. And you can use this bar only for the 3 to 4 days, not more than that, because it's a natural one, so it gets melt very fast. And in this we don't have a smell, no color, nothing. So they will melt in that big bowl, and after melting, again they will put in that certain tube where they will make the soap, and again they will reuse them. So they will cut again small tube. So I hope you understand.
Okay.
Not for the milk.
Not for you.
It's old. In every 1 year, they slaughter the goats. There is one festival we called as a Eid for the Muslims, where they slaughter the goats and the buffaloes. Because back then, these people they used to give some of the like they kill the like the kids for their Lord. We call as a Allah. You know Allah?
Yeah.
For the
Yeah.
Islam. So that these people they used to give some of the like they used to kill the babies that moment, but it was very bad for them. So they have decided to kill the goats here. So now it's calling as a Bakra Eid, where they are killing the goats and the buffaloes here.
Обаче как си гледа филмчета и междувременно вече
Да.
they preparing food?
They are preparing the food for these people.
И гледа TikTok.
Да го видим.
One second.
Да, гледа TikTok.
In Dharavi, actually, we have many different type of the garment shops are there, and every shops are making different type of the garments. So here actually these people, they are making the t-shirts for the kids. You can check the qualities as well.
Oh wow.
It's nice.
Is this
So-
a swimwear?
Sorry? no. Thank you, uncle. So these owners are actually connected to the company where they will make the t-shirts here. They will stitch it. Every fabric they will get here ready-made. Only they have to stitch it and they will give it back.
But usually the owners are from Dharavi or no?
Owners are from Dharavi as well.
So the Ravi is functioning by itself.
Yes.
So why did your parents decide to send you to a private school?
In private school, the teachers has not got the job security. The teachers will get the classrooms according to their education, and they will get their payment and they will get the salary and the job according how they are giving the service to the kids. If they are not good, they will be fired. So that's the reason in the private school the teachers are very careful by the kids. So because of this is the biggest reason where all the parents, they want to send their kids for the private school.
Temple, yeah.
Yes.
So actually these people, they are making the temple here with the waste wood. You can see here. These are the waste wood. With the help of this waste wood, they are making the beautiful temples here.
Може купиме по едно.
Temples there.
После ще му заведат да купуваме със сигурност.
So how much does one of these cost?
Actually these people, they don't sell from here anything.
No, but just in general.
And just in general,
In the shop.
actually it's according to the quality. So it can be around 5 to 600. This one, the one time. Because it's very, you can catch very easily.
Sturdy.
Yeah, and if you are getting more heavy one, it can be around 1000 or the 1800 like that. And here they are making the suitcase for same company as a Skyline.
Само мъже.
Виж какъв куфар изработват в тази дупка.
You can see Skyline.
Много добре.
It's heavy.
Yeah.
Wow.
So they are making like this big bags.
Why do these big companies outsource actually the work here? Because it will probably be much more efficient if they have a workshop like that somewhere where you
It's a big one. Too little they are charging here. That's the one of the reason why the company people will send all the products here to for these people.
Yeah.
And they will charge very less, and they are doing work very well.
do they train them or
No.
they
Actually,
just come already
they
with
they will just come
a
here.
skill?
Yeah, by the skill. So why they are not working in the big factories actually? Because this for the factories they want experienced people. To work in Mumbai, it's not easy. Some of the person, he should know you who can take your risks. So that person, he will talk to the owner, then only you will get the job.
Basically, recommendation is
Yeah,
needed.
recommendation. Otherwise, you will not get the job in Mumbai easily. And these people actually, they are originally from north part of India.
How long do they stay here, the migrants?
The migrants, they stay for the like 8 to 9 months here, and in 1 year, like they are going for the family, like for the 1 month or originally like 1 to 2 months, not more than that.
So these are people who have no education or
No education.
whatsoever.
Yes.
So
no
they've
education.
never been to school.
No. That's the reason they are working inside the slum. They don't go for the factories.
Луда работа. Куци от всякъде.
So these people, they will remove all the metal things from the plastics like the screws, wires, and they will bank on the ground. All the plastics, they will bank on the ground. They will hear the sound. According to the sound, they will get the quality. And they will put in the certain different baskets here. So actually, these are the very experienced people. With the help of the sound, they are getting the quality for the plastics.
So how come it is not dangerous here?
It's dangerous.
It's dangerous.
Like
crime rates?
no, not not for the crime, but only for the work. I thought you were asking for the work. The people
For
who
the
are
work?
working here,
Uh-huh.
the work is very dangerous because the blade and everything is very sharp. And back then you have seen the people how
the
they are
work.
cutting, so the hand can go inside the machine, which is very dangerous. But if you're telling about the area, the people can, it's very safe here.
Why? Why is it like that?
Back then, like 15 to 20 years ago, the Dharavi, it was not safe. All the crimes were there and everything. But nowadays, at that time, the Dharavi was not taken care by the government.
Okay.
But now, when the Slumdog Millionaire, you know that movie, when it was got famous, At that moment, the Dharavi was get famous here, and most of the tourist people were coming here to visit the Dharavi as well. So because of that, even now the Dharavi is taken care by the governments. So no crimes, nothing. Even we have a police station and everything inside the Dharavi.
What are these people making?
These people, they are making the suits for the kids
Ah, okay.
for the wedding.
Aha.
You see?
So how fast do they make the suit like that? How much time does it take?
Like in the one day.
One day.
In one day.
Wow.
The people are working here very fast.
So how
because
much do they produce per day?
It's dependent upon the company how much they want. So as I told you, actually here the people who are working, they are the migrant, not from Mumbai. They are the migrants. Like 90% of the people are migrated here who are working. So they are from the, mostly they are from the villages.
Но виж как наричат собственици хора също и мигранти.
This side.
Как им мирише обаче? Няма да се не представя. Аз както съм и бос. Както съм и бос.
Guys, here actually they are dyeing the clothes. So these people actually they are getting the big one white color clothes and they are getting the one small and the one set will be around 50 to 60 kg. 50 to 60 kilo. The one.
One of these.
С каската обаче. С каската, да.
Да, добре, че сме се родили в България, а? Добре, че сме се родили в България. Да, снимате.
So in that crushing machine we have a 5 blades. So that 5 blade has to get sharpened in every 1 week. So this is the only one shop for the whole area who's sharpening the blade for the machines here. So these are the blades which you can see there.
Yeah.
These are the blades.
Как ги пускат? Давай, ако искаш ми иска. О, майко.
यहाँ पानी ले लिया
Те наистина са, производството е невероятно, ама къде работите? Толкова мишки видяхме. Тук къде ни води сега? Както сме избял,
So there you can see that's the electricity wire which is very well coated and the water supplier actually which we are getting here. These are the metal pipes which we are using here. These are the metal pipes for the water. So every area we are getting the water for the 3 hours.
So 3 hours.
3 hours in every area we are getting the 3 hours water. So in this 3 hours we need to wash the clothes, cooking, bathing, everything we have to do. Family.
you know them?
Sorry?
Do you know them?
Yeah.
they don't eat
Father,
anything
mother and the kids.
wow they're so slim
И tu на трава тук.
Но виж, има си първоначалната им просто... Виж какви павета са тук. Те преди това е било това нещо. Ами, не може да са такива павета. Преди това да са...
Не, това е време.
Да, ма явно с времето около пристанището или какво, не мога да разбера, се е превърнало на такова, защото всички имигранти идват да живеят тук. Моля? Тук поне малко зелено има.
So this is the main switch for the residential and the commercial, both the areas.
Ужас. А този големия бизнесмен, чакай да кажа на камера, този големия бизнесмен, дето имал 600 работника в онази грамадната сграда, как се казва?
Амдани.
Амдани, ще да вземе целият Дарави, цялото гето и да построи тук супер много небостъргачи.
Не 600 работника, 600 слуги има за 5
Да,
души.
600 слуги точно така има за 5 души семейство.
Да, पूरा डाल दो।
Този как спи?
Има пред шума, дай газ, дай газ.
Ужас, какво се случва? Давай. Сега са индийското преживяване. Какво беше това?
So now we are in the residential area, and from here we can see the market where the people are coming here to buy the groceries, vegetables, fruits and other utilities.
Друг свят. Да, това е пазара. Ужас. Сега да от кокошки.
केला 20 से केला 30 से खाली करो इधर।
Chickens, they will cut the chicken in front of
А пилетът са отдолу?
Да.
Пилетът са отдолу, пък отгоре те ги убиват живи, а?
Ти как вижте? Мъртви ли бе? Вижте това.
Let's go.
ऐसा कोई नहीं।
Who is that?
Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, who has written the Constitution of India.
Училищния двор, а? Той не прилича на ученик, този с брадата.
Снимай така. Това може да се...
Може би.
Dharavi, we have got the fourth type of the schools, which is private, government, semi-private and the semi-government, means half private and the half government, and the charity school. This is the semi-private and the semi-government. So for the private school, it's around, we can say 20,000. For the whole expense, for the books and for the uniform, it's around 10 to 15,000. And in the semi-private and the semi-government, so every like fees will given by the government, and for the books and for the uniform we have to pay. And in the government school, every facility is given by the government. It's free. And in the charity school, even it's free. It's given by the businessmen here. So if you, in every school, they teach us 3 languages, which is Hindi, Marathi, English. Main priority is given for the English in the private schools. Even this is the reason where the parents, they want to send their kids for the private schools. Dharavi, there the population is too high. So because of that, in every school we have 2 sets of the timing. So from morning 7 o'clock till afternoon 1 o'clock is for the youngers, for the elders, which is for the secondary section. And from 2 o'clock till evenings around 5 o'clock, it's for the youngers, which is for the primary sections. So one school we use as a 2 timing. This is the well. In the older time, we used to use the well for the waters.
This used to be a well.
Yeah.
Oh, I can see a turtle there.
Yeah. People, whatever its relative.
Отдавна е паркирал, да. И двете коли отдавна са паркирани.
One kid.
What about the marriages here? Are they arranged, the marriages, or
In Mumbai, the many of the people they are doing the love marriage.
love marriage?
Love
okay.
marriage. And in the north part of India, when you will go there, the people still they do as a arranged marriage because of the caste.
Тук водата се вижда.
Yes, it is the top 5 countries produce leather most.
Top 5 producers.
Yeah, countries. Yes.
Аржентина.
What?
Аржентина.
No.
Italy.
Turkey, Italy, 5th one. Turkey, no. China, 4th one. India, 4th one.
China.
No.
Second and third Nilipsot. No, we don't know the second
Which is the first one?
China.
Mongolia.
No.
Is it Russia?
Russia is a 3rd one. So actually, here why we have came, there's a hydraulic machine. So as I told you, it's illegal. We don't. The government has not allowed us to kill the wild animal. But other than that, also the people they still has a demand for the crocodile skin, for the snake skin, for the alligator skins here, which you can see. So actually, this is the machine where they have a different type of the prints, and they will print in the regular skin to look like it.
A pattern.
Yes. So here you can see all these are the designs which they put in the normal skin for the sheep, lamb, goat, and the buffalo skins.
And why has the government prohibited killing the other animals?
Sorry.
Why has the government prohibited
As I
killing the
told you,
other?
because no, we can't kill the cow because it's a holy animal. No bullock because we use them for the farming. Male cow.
Bullock? What is that?
Male,
A bull.
male,
Okay.
male
Bull.
cow.
Yeah.
bull. And no wild animal because it's a preserved. We
Okay,
can't
wow.
kill them as well.
And the other ones are used for farming.
Yes.
Okay, so
So-
it's sheep.
Sheep, lamb, goat, and the buffalo.
What about the birds, like chicken and stuff?
Chicken,
can.
we can't make the leather with it. It's a feather.
Only for the leather you can kill them.
Only for the leather.
I see, okay. Alright.
You all want to try? It's not spicy. This one is not spicy.
Okay.
थोड़ा try के लिए दो.
Because има ти къде мислиш, другото откъде мислиш?
It's hot.
It's hot?
Yeah. Not that much, but it's good.
Ме като зрънчо.
Bombay mixer, that
Да.
се виж с дринза.
Ma'am?
Very delicious.
It's not spicy. It's we call as a diet chura.
Зрънчо.
Chura we tell because
Как ги автоматизират всички движения? Едните слагат в подковите в пликовете, другата мери да са абсолютно точни. Третата ги затваря и хвърля. Този процес се повтаря по един и същи начин. Това го работиш 12 часа. Манифактура.
Гели мини сме пълни.
So this is the guy that did the constitution?
yeah.
This is school, I guess.
Yeah, this is cool.
Това е частното училище. Private
It's
one.
a school. No, it's a charity school.
Това е charity school.
So
We're gonna
exact-
visit all different types of schools.
Yeah, 4 different
your
types of
school?
school. No, charity school. So in one classroom in the private school, around 50 to 60 kids will be there. In semi-private and the semi-government, in one classroom there will be around 45 to 50 kids will be there. And in the government school, around 35 to 40 kids will be there. And in the charity school, around 10 to 15 kids will be there. So in this, actually we only use 2 classroom we use here. Save for the kids. And some of
Very tight.
Can you say again?
Private school.
this is the private.
Частно? Държавно
You can see
училище.
the difference between of the quality.
Това е private. So
The white one. Public looks better.
Why do you have 50, 60 people, the most people in the class
Sorry.
for a class?
Because as I told you, all the parents they want to send their kids for the private school because of the language and because of the teachers.
So why doesn't the government school teach English?
They do teach them English. In every single school, they teach us 3 languages, which is English, Hindi, and Marathi. But as I told you, for the private school, the main priority is given for the English. Every single subject they will teach you in English.
Okay, so like it's an international school
Yeah.
almost. Because the public school looks much better.
Public school looks much better, but
And still
the
people prefer to go.
the education is not so good.
Education is not so good. Look down.
Тук изглежда пазара на Гедо. Пазара. Добре, излизаме отново на главната улица. Пресичаме сега.
Давай.
Помните ли я? Дет се криеше в туалетната, ужасно, дет дишаше през тръба. Нещо такова.
Това.
Where are you from?
Тук сме съвсем гетто.
Те къде седеше? Само колко ли бяха?
This is ceramics, no? Ceramics.
It's a pot.
Pottery, yeah.
So now here we are in the pottery area, and we have a kitchen for cooking, and bathroom for pee and for bathing, not for the poo. For the poo, we have a communal toilet in every of the areas. So it's a big toilet. In every area we have a 15 of the toilets there, and for every use we have to give some of the amount like 4 to 5 rupees to keep the bathroom clean and for the water. So eating spicy will be expensive for us.
Тук е много тих. Изведнъж излязохме от града и тези лъчи светлина как пронизват. Тук сме насам, да знаете. Значи в една стая живеят между 4 и 5 човека и по принцип тия, които са малко по-богати, си имат собствена туалетна, пък по-бедните използват обща, където се плаща допълнително. Но плащаш 0,4 стотинки. You have a lot of cats here.
Lots of the kids.
Yeah. Yeah. Black one.
Black golden. These are the soil.
Yeah. The clay.
Yeah. Not clay. We don't
Soil.
use clay. Soil. Organic soil. Wedding.
И тук има друга сватба, значи. Не, това е друга сватба. Това е сватба. Да, бе. Значи аз късметлия на 2 сватби в един ден. Вау. Hello.
What is your name?
Hello.
Please, person.
Следват ме да ми просят момченцата парички.
Indian weddings are very big.
Не, че имам да, аз даже нямам джобове на панталона. Тук внимателно да ходите. Ох, майко ми. През какви улички ни прекарват. Тук живеят дечици. Така изглежда стаята, където живеят. Hey, do you live in those apartments?
Yeah, in the same.
Yeah.
It's just a frame.
Този боядисъл ще вратата. Просто минаваш по една малка уличка и толкова миризми има. Не е за описване. Ето. Обувките чисти тук.
ये इसके बाद वहाँ पर आपको कौन किधर जाना है? साउथ में जाना है या ऐसे कोई जाना है? तो साउथ में जाना है ना आपको, तो आप एक काम करो ना, मुझे अपना सिग्नल के पास ही मिलो। साउथ जाने वाला जो रोड है ना, वो
Още какво. Най-интересното е, че не е опасно. Просто не е в културата им да е опасно. Така се оказва.
हाँ हाँ, वो चार रास्ते के पास है। हाँ हाँ हाँ। Baking process.
Baking?
That side.
Wow, that's a lot of...
We can't see.
Yeah, we can't see anything. Тук готвят. Аз знам как ми се задушават. You have a lot of pottery.
Lots of them. The whole area here they make the pot.
And it's just for the festival?
Not just for the festival, for daily use, for cooking, for storing the water.
Aha.
So all these are the finals which they sell in the front yard. They can make it. You see? So this one with the tap we use for the water. Because back then we don't have a refrigerator. And the people whenever they want a cold water, so they will fill in this pot. They will cover by the wet cloth and they will put for a while and the water will be very cold.
Не, обаче това ми харесва. Цялата тази суматоха, защото тя не е хаос, тя е организиран хаос. И е доста така, дава усещане на живот. Неща се случват около тебе. И има спокойствие въпреки всичко. Въпреки всичко има много спокойствие. Просто чувствах се и ти самия жив. Поздравения! Тук-що изгледахте първата част от 3 видеа, в които ще разкажа за моето пътуване в Индия. В следващото видео ще разкажа за моя тур в Мумбай, за къщата на Махатма Ганди, за беднотията и за най-голямата гара в света. А пък в третата част ще разберете защо въобще съм в Индия. Коментирайте долу дали това видео ви е харесало. Опитах се да го обработя в различен стил и в момента съм в такъв процес, където като цяло експериментирам. Благодаря ви още веднъж, не забравяйте да се абонирате и до следващата седмица, където ще ви разкажа за Мумбай.